Hi guys, welcome to my channel once again. This is the continuation of my vlog from the exhibition days ago at AIDSA Contemporary Art, which I had to interview one of the participating artists, Kyle Legaspi's episodes. Please watch that first. So this next artist, his subjects range from floral and botanical paintings to landscapes. He's a full-time watercolorist and accomplished photographer from Batangas, specializing in watercolor. And his interest lies in the beauty of nature and living things in the environment, which he captures and paints in watercolor. So he considered his work a commentary on the matters of life, often embodied in the style of realism. Halika, samahan niyo ako. Tulad ng nabanggit ko sa Kyle Legaspi episodes, due to weather disturbance, di na tayo nakapag-bike. But tuloy ang ating pagbisita sa ating susunod na bida. Itong ating susunod na guest, his work has been exhibited both locally and abroad. He was also deemed a top finalist in the Universal Watercolor Exposition at the Juji Watercolor Museum, World Competition and Contemporary Watercolor Art. He has actively participated in group shows and watercolor exhibition locally, such as Gallery Genesis, Kulay sa Tubig, where he was awarded twice as the Grand Prize winner 2019 and 2023. He regularly holds online on-site watercolor classes covering topics on florals and landscape painting. Ipinakikilala walang iba kundi si Emmanuel Silva. Eman, welcome to my vlog.
Welcome, Sir Joey. Thank you so much. Actually, the things that keep me busy is just doing paintings and of course being outdoor because I also love to do cycling. Yes. It's one of my ways to take the boredom sometimes and also the stress when you're inside the studio and doing a lot of paintings. So, kasi mahirap naman na nandun ka lang sa loob. And it's also part of my para process of taking inspiration from outside. So it's one of the activities that engages me to go outside and explore. I have an upcoming exhibit. One will be a solo exhibit next year, which is on the first quarter. So hopefully I'll be able to do that exhibit. And I'll also be preparing for group exhibits that's also upcoming next year. So right now I have a group exhibit here at Galeriana. So I'm grateful to be included here in this group exhibit as well with Miss Kyle and Mark Balicario. Actually, masasabi ko lang, parang normal din lang ang childhood ko eh. But what probably differentiated me, siguro mga fun memories of childhood, siguro yung mga time na yung mga nag-uumpisa akong mag-paint sa bahay. So, I don't know, siguro it's part of my childhood na yung mga parents ko medyo very much encouraging when I was doing painting. Kasi mahilig ako mag-drawing sa mga sulok-sulok sa bahay namin. So sa halip kung pagalitan ako, ayun, nahaya lang nila ako magdodrawing-drawing sa mga pader. Kahit na naiiwan yung mga marka ng mga crayon sa ng mga paint. Minsan yung kahit yung mga pampintura ng yero, ginagamit ko. Hindi sila nagagalit sa akin nung maliit pa ako. Nakakanayon ko na naalala ko na huli. Parang meron din ganun parts. Crayon, sa dingding. Maliit pa ako. Actually, malayo nga eh. Industrial engineering yung course ako. Itong industrial engineering, medyo malayo sa pagiging artist. So, kurso na ako ng full-time art, bilang full-time artist. Actually, isa rin siguro sa mga decisions ko yun na dapat siguro nag-artist na lang ako. Hindi kaya nag-fine arts. Kasi more inline sa akin siya, sa aking skills. Ang naging problema ko kasi nun, kaya ako napunta sa fine arts sa engineering is, sabi nila wala doon masyadong pera sa fine arts. Yung pala yung nasa hilig ko, yun din yung magiging kumbaga, trabaho in the future. So, sabi nila, kung meron kang love for art and you have the skills for it, why not pursue it? Diba? Siguro mag-inspire sa akin para mag-painting is yung mga depressive episodes ng buhay ko. Napakarami. Nangyari kasi, siyempre pag medyo mga nag-aaral pa ako, minsan nakaka-stress. Para mawala yung stress ko sa school, ipe-paint ako. Yun yung pinaka-ginagawa kong hobby. Tapos, lalo din na nag-work na ako as a professional. Ipe-paint din ako as a hobby. So, yun yung inspiration ko. Parang gusto ko lang maging masaya in myself. Parang in-explore ko what are the things that I can do. Siguro yung mga nakikita ko sa ibang paintings, sa mga artists. Sabi ko, paano kaya nila ito ginagawa? Those are the options that I explore myself. Later on, nung naging akong full-time artist, sa therapy kasi yung form of hobby yung pagpipinta. Ngayon naging source ko na siya ng stress kasi ginawa ko na siyang profession. Pero at least in a way, nag-enjoy ka sa stress mo. Ayun lang naman. Nasabi ko, isa sa mga hobby ko yung cycling. So when I feel down and I feel a little, siguro, yung medyo malungkot, something like that, I go outdoor and explore the world. And pag nagbabike ako, I sometimes reach places na syempre yung medyo malayo and can only be found on siguro with 2 wheels bicycle. So sa painting ko ito, malayo kasi narating ko niyan nun eh. This is from Malagundi Point. So I did get into that place. Unfortunately, I have with my camera and everything. And I want to experience the place first. So, maganda kasi yung gumawa ka ng painting that you have a connection with rather than just being or just copying from a picture that is not yours. So I was here in that place and I really enjoyed that place. It was a very serene place. It's actually one of the most siguro mga hindi pa masyadong discovered places sa Malagundi.
So what is the significance this day?
Siguro the significance is that it was one of the locations that I tried to find meaning in my work again, in my life again. Kasi when I went to this place, this was very far away. Nasa dulong part na siya ng Batangas. So, if you want to visit that place, this is a public beach. It's best to visit this place kapag hindi siguro vacation. Kasi maraming tao. So, ayun. It was like trying to connect with your inner self and your with nature and also with God and finding meaning in life. So, kasi parang nagkakaroon ako ng reflection on many things, many aspects of my life. So I really stayed there in this place, and I found the place to be refreshing. Parang it's a part of me that tells me that may mga bagay ka pa na you will be able to enjoy being by yourself or exploring by yourself kahit mag-isa ka lang. So that's one of the good things that I encountered in this.
Move tayo dito, Eman.
Yan. This is the same place then in this painting. So sabi ko nga, in my creative process, I discover places and then I try to bring siguro mga tao or subjects. This one is from Biri, so this is in Samar. I recently was just here again last summer. Medyo malayo ito sa Samar. This one same place, Malagundi. And I had my model here.
Galing,
I brought her sa location na yan. Because I would also wanted to incorporate siguro human elements in the landscape. Because I want to break the idea na yung kasi karamihan sa ibang landscape painters, they don't want to include human aspects on the work. Para sa akin na parang there's always a deeper connection like me with the nature, the place itself. So why not include humanity as part of the story, di ba? Siguro, ang inspiration ko talaga dun is keep on working, and isa para sa major aspects yung syempre kailangan mo ng pera. Of course, we all need that. Pero that's siguro naman kahit sino naman tao kailangan nun. But of course, if you're a full-time artist and that's one of your goals, it's sometimes rather difficult to balance the two. Because may mga work ka na that will sell, and there are also works that does not sell but you're happy working with. So trying to find the balance between the two is rather difficult. And it's also a matter of finding the right gallery, the right people who also connect with you with the same subjects that you paint. Just like this, Sabi nila kasi sa mga ganung painting most people prefer yung mga soft subjects that hindi masyadong mabato, that has lots of motion. But I really find a deep connection within myself. So what inspires me most, siguro, is challenging myself to pursue parang more difficult or things that I haven't done before. Such as this is a painting na to. So it's a
pero hindi lang to mayroon pa mga flowers, di ba?
Yes.
Yung mga ginagawa mo dati style mga flowers. So what is the story behind of those specific art piece or with your work in general?
Yung mga work kasi ngayon, mga florals, it's actually from Sir Lito Balaran. Not necessarily siya nagsabi, but when I started out painting as a full-time artist, sabi niya sa akin, why do you do yourself, or parang siya nung pinahirapan sa sarili mo, if you don't have any means of materials to go to other locations, the closest that you have is your phone video and yung mga nakikita mo lang sa paligid mo. So madalas nun nakikita ko lang naman ng mga floral sa paligid, and I enjoy looking at them, especially siguro when you contemplate sa small things that give siguro attention to your eye. Kasi beauty, as in beauty is in the eye of the beholder nga naman. So yun, I paint florals, but I have painted siguro medyo madami na. So I tried doing landscapes naman and then incorporating human elements naman sa painting, because this is something new to me. And landscapes, most of the time kasi paiba-iba yan there are several things that meron kasing landscape sa city, meron sa rurals, mga waterscapes. So everything is the process are not the same. So I want to challenge myself by trying to emulate and learn from the works of the other masters, especially marami tayo niyan kahit sa Pilipinas. Sir Erwin, sa mga rural or mga urban scape painters natin, rural din sa mga gumagawa. Doon naman sa mga florals like Ate Karen, matagal na yung inspiration, so matagal na rin ako nakapag-work dyan. So I try, not to compete with what they do, but of course find my own
Niche or your style.
My own style, and also kasi hindi ka rin man maggagawa ng kung hindi ka masaya. So in a way, you find being happy or happiness in what you work with. Siguro yung most challenging is yung mag-work sa big pieces. So isa sa mga malalaking painting kasing ginawa yung commissions ko Because watercolor, it doesn't go very big. So kapag mas malaki siya, mas mahirap gawin. So I had one of the commission painting siguro na landscape work, 40 by 60 inches mga ganung sizes. It's really difficult to work with paintings at that size, especially hindi siya kagaya ng acrylic and oil. Wherein, if you want to paint a single smooth segment of a sky, pwedeng dahan-dahanin mo with a smaller brush. With watercolor, it's different. It's less stroke. It's better. So, you have to work fast and you have to work really well to execute it para hindi ka magkamali. So, yan yung mga challenge. Size is also one of the challenges in painting watercolors like that. Mga advice ko lang kapag mga young creatives, kahit hindi pa kayo full-time hobbies lang, is paint what makes you happy. Kasi yun naman ang pinakaunang purpose ng painting mo, kaya mo ginagawa siya. It makes you happy, it gives meaning to yourself. See, isa to sa mga favorite realization ko na na-realize ko nung nanonood ako ng isang animation film. Kung mapanood nila yun, siguro pag na-describe ko, maintindihan nila yun. Parang isa siyang caveman, tapos madilim yung lugar. So, doon sa kalungkutan niya, doon sa madilim na lugar na yun, parang dinodraw niya yung kanyang family. Tapos yung na-imagine niyo yung family niya, nag-iisa siyang malungkot, sumaya siya. Galak niya yung isang liwanag at kandila. Sabi ko, nakakita ko yung scene na yun sa isang animation studio na yun, yung film na yun. Sabi ko, yun talaga yung purpose ng art eh. Yung parang maging masaya ka sa sarili mo at ma-inspire ka. So, yun yung pinakaunang bagay na dapat mong gawin as an artist. It's supposed to bring you happiness in your own eyes, in your own self. So, yun, and everything else will follow. So, try to find that, and I know na whatever road you tackle, you will be able to enjoy making art no matter what happens. Kahit kumita ka dyan or what, it's the first thing that matters most, your happiness. Pasasalamat siguro, buhay pa ako sa Diyos eh. Kasi marami akong mga bagay na nagawa mali, marami akong mga, I have many things that I regret in myself. But I'm still here, I'm still painting and inspiring people. And I also want to thank my parents ko. They are supportive of my work that I am doing right now. Kasi kung hindi dahil sa kanila, sabi nga nila, if money really mattered to them most, I would probably be still working as an engineer. But they put ahead yung masaya ako sa ginagawa ko. They did not see that. Maybe probably they say na hindi dahil sa you're afraid or something like that, you should have pursued this. But for me, I really want to thank them because they supported me all the way kahit sa mga decisions ko right now. And also, I want to thank my friends, Sir Joey. Yan, mga inspiration ko. Always kakakulitan, every now and then. So, I invite you to Sir Joey's vlog under Casio. Please subscribe and follow him sa ating sa kanyang YouTube channel. And more power to you, Sir Joey.
Thank you very much.